Put up the wall of waters. I decided to run the hose out here. It's gonna get probably gonna freeze, so I'm gonna put a bucket of inside of here to kind of help support it. There we go. Use that water a little bit there too. Okay. Just look forward here, there. Okay, just kind of make a little indent so this thing can lie into, because it shrinks up as it gets fuller. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and just use a Simply water can. That works out fine. Hold these guys open and start filling. I don't do them all the way to the top right away, just kind of move them back and forth in different rotations, and I'll just go back and fill them all at one time. Usually use a hose to fill it up. Like I said, it's going to get cold again. I don't want to turn my full water system on. Yes, I do have underground water running down to my shed, the faucet down there, so I don't have to run a hose across the whole yard. Okay, we'll start filling these guys all up then. Uh-oh. So I got a little leaker in there, so what I do is really simple. I get some radiator fluid, stop leak radiator fluid, throw a couple drops in there, and that clogs up and it'll stop that thing from leaking there. For some reason they do spring leaks. Something might hit it in the garden. They're not 100% foolproof, but seriously, go to the automotive department at your local auto supply store and get the stop leak that's used for radiator fluid. All right, be right back. Okay, just got some more water, and we'll continue filling these guys up. Now you're probably wondering, why would somebody take all the time to do this for tomatoes? Well, you know what? It's part of the fun of trying to stretch the seasons out and see if you can get those tomatoes by the 4th of July. Actually, they are called 4th of July. They come from Burpee, and they sure, with planting them early, you will get tomatoes by 4th of July. So that's always kind of the fun goal, to see how early you can get them that year. They're smaller. They're probably about the size of like about that big around. So they're not really huge. They're not your main season tomatoes, but hey, anything beats the ones you get at the grocery stores that time of year. I guess it will take care of that leak a little later. There we go. And as you get some evaporation, so you're going to add a little bit of water to this once in a while. Just grab the hose and throw a little bit in there. All right, so just going to pull this out here. There we go. And that's wall water, so I'll just cut later on the plastic out, and probably throw a little lime in there too, because lime helps with tomatoes, make sure you don't get about on the end root rot for the the actual tomatoes itself get blossom end rot. So I throw a little bit in there, a little lime, like a 1/4 cup in the hole when I go to plant the tomatoes. And like I say, we should be planting these tomatoes sometime the first part of, about 3 days. Give a couple days just to warm up, get a little warmer in there. And that's how you put up wall of waters. Okay, we're heading in to put the last one up. Something I did forget to tell you about is I do put some wooden stakes in these things, because sometimes the wind will push it over, or something will. I've had a few knock over on me, so this kind of helps support it. And if it does get too cold, I can always take them out and just to push these in so they get more tighter to keep the heat in. And I don't think we're going to get any 18-degree weather coming up. I certainly hope not. Or it messes up a lot of things that are going to be coming up without the protection of blankets being provided for every single thing. Which I'm more talking about the fruit trees. I was doing my pears yesterday. I put some agricultural insecticidal natural oil on the trees, and I saw the spraying the trees. I saw the pear buds are ready to pop. So it's getting very, very close to having things open up out here, and we want to see much below upper 20s this time of year coming through. So I think we're done with the super cold weather. Anyways, we'll go ahead and fill these guys up here. It doesn't take long to do this. I think for 3 of these, maybe it took around, if you wonder how much they cost, around 15 bucks I think for 3 of them. Maybe some shipping charge, but for the amount of years these things last, they're well worth it. Okay, some more water in there. Alrighty. Come on, let's stuck together there. And almost. I guess they also make some of these red color too. I don't know what the purpose of that is for, but maybe it helps absorb the sunlight rays better. When I first bought these things, they were green. I mean white. They changed to green, but hey, sure is some reason for it being red. Here we go. And I'll just throw a couple stakes in here. Keep them from tipping over. And we are ready to plant tomatoes. I'm hoping for Tuesday. Get a couple of warm sunny days, get the water warmed up in there, and we'll be back with planting tomatoes in the middle of April.